Welcome to this explainer. If you're nearing the end of your beauty training, you're probably feeling a total whirlwind of emotions right now. Excitement, for sure, but maybe a healthy dose of dread, too. Well, today, we're going to break down the exact strategies you need to seamlessly cross that bridge from the classroom straight into the professional salon, spa, or barber shop.
Look, it's entirely normal to feel some anxiety as you finish up. You're stepping into the unknown. But hey, you've put in the hours, you've practiced the techniques, and honestly, you've completely got this. Let's channel that nervous energy into some rock-solid preparation so you can walk into your new career with absolute certainty.
Okay, let's dive right into our 4-step roadmap to get you confidently hired. We'll be covering crushing your licensing exams, discovering potential employers, crafting an effective resume, and finally, acing the job interview.
Starting off with Step 1, crushing your licensing exams, or as I like to call it, the final boss.
To make this real, let's look at Daniel from our source material. His exam is just 4 weeks away, and man, test taking makes him incredibly nervous. He really wants to pass on his first try, but that anxiety is just holding him back. So how should he prepare? Because, it's not just about staring at a textbook until your eyes cross. Notice how these holistic hints focus just as much on your physical and psychological state as they do on pure memory. If you're anything like Daniel, developing a positive attitude and getting plenty of rest are literally just as crucial as knowing your color theory. Dress comfortably on exam day, avoid cramming the night before, that's only going to spike your anxiety. And my absolute favorite tip here, do a test drive to the site beforehand. Knowing exactly where to park and how long the commute takes removes a massive layer of day-off stress.
All right, let's switch gears to the practical exam. Visual preparation is absolutely key here. Just look at this incredibly organized practical exam kit. Everything is in clear, labeled bags, because when the examiner asks you to perform a specific haircut or chemical service, the absolute last thing you want to do is fumble through some chaotic bag looking for your clips, right? Organization projects confidence. So, the crucial point is to chunk your responsibilities into a simple checklist. This prevents cognitive overload on the big day. Bring all your required equipment. Check and thoroughly sanitize every single implement beforehand. Religiously follow infection control procedures because, trust me, they are watching. Look neat, look professional, and most importantly, listen carefully to the examiner's instructions. Just keep your head down, do your work, and don't worry about what the candidate next to you is doing.
Moving on to Step 2, discovering potential employers and scouting the territory.
This brilliantly illustrates the vast differences between your options out there. Check out the small, independent barbershop on the left. It's intimate, community-focused, classic. Now contrast that with the high-end, sleek, neon-lit salon on the right. The beauty industry is massive, guys. You could work for independent chains, large national franchises, or even booth rental setups. You really need to identify which environment matches your personality and the specific type of service you want to provide.
But keep this in mind, job number 1 isn't necessarily your dream job, and that is totally fine. Target establishments that serve the clientele you eventually want to master, but don't paralyze yourself looking for absolute perfection right out of the gate. Just get your foot in the door. Network with other professionals. Every single shop is a stepping stone that builds your skills and your book of business.
All right, Step 3, crafting an effective resume, which is basically arming yourself for the job hunt.
These discreet, easily digestible rules will ensure your application looks perfectly professional. Keep it simple. Limited strictly to 1 page. Use strong action verbs to describe what you've done. Always include a customized cover letter for the specific shop you're applying to. Avoid bringing up salary at this stage. Save that for the actual offer. And above all, stress your accomplishments, not just your daily duties. Speaking of which, instead of just listing out what you learned, probe some serious self-reflection. What are your concrete accomplishments? It's really easy to say you learned hair coloring, but it's so much more impactful to actually prove it with data.
And here's exactly how you do that. You can actively build these concrete metrics right now while you're still in school to make that resume absolutely shine. Track how many regular clients you serve in the student clinic. Calculate your service ticket average. Did you get Student of the Month or win a competition? What's your attendance average? Numbers jump off a page. They show an employer that you're reliable, trackable, and genuinely business-minded.
Finally, we reach Step 4, acing the job interview and claiming the prize.
Think of an interview as a performance. Practice these physical behaviors so you can project a really warm, confident, and professional demeanor. Be early, not just on time, early. Turn your cell phone completely off. Even a vibrating phone is a major distraction. Wait to be invited before you sit down. Never criticize former employers or your school instructors. It just makes you look toxic. And physically, respect their space. Never lean on or touch the interviewer's desk.
Now, during the interview, it is absolutely critical to know your legal boundaries. For example, an employer asking if you're over 18 is perfectly legal to ensure you meet labor laws. But asking, how old are you? Or probing into your medical history, or asking if you're a U.S. citizen, those are absolutely illegal questions. Knowing the difference protects you, and honestly, it tells you a lot about the professionalism of the business that's interviewing you.
And remember, an interview is a two-way street. You're interviewing them just as much as they're interviewing you. So confidently ask questions to see if the shop's culture is a good fit. Ask things like, is there a formal job description I can review? Do you offer continuing education to keep my skills sharp? Is there room for advancement here? And what exactly is the form of compensation? Asking these shows you're a serious professional who values their career trajectory.
As we bring this explainer to a close, this quote really captures the essence of your journey. You are just getting started. Earning your license and landing that first job isn't the finish line. It's literally day one of your professional life.
So, I'll leave you with this final, provocative thought to ponder. Are you ready to take charge, step into the professional workforce, and build a beautiful career? The strategies are right here. The choice to prepare, to be organized, and to project confidence is entirely yours. Apply these tools today and step confidently into your amazing future. Thanks for joining me on this explainer.